Welcome my dear students for online class from Odhan English Center for the HSC students on English second paper. Today's topic changing sentence Borishal Board 2016. Going to next step. Question A. The Chinese put a lot of emphasis on the unity. Dear students, question: is there auxiliary verb in this sentence? No auxiliary verb in this sentence. Firstly, you have to identify subject, verb, and object. Here, the sign is subject, put principal verb, a lot of emphasis, object. According to the rules of voice sense, firstly, you have to write object as subject. You can write a lot of emphasis. First, you have to write a lot of emphasis according to the rules of voice sense. LOT, lot, OF, of, EMPHASIS, emphasis. And then you have to set auxiliary verb, but there is no auxiliary verb in this sentence. You have to go to next part. And then you have to bring extra word. You have to set extra word after subject. The students, here subject, notice put verb is V1. Put verb is V1. So as the passage is present tense, so you have to bring extra word am is are. You have to bring extra word am is are because verb is V1. You have to write is after subject, and then you have to set B3 instead of B1. Put same B1 B2 B3 put, and then you have to write next part of this sentence on the unity. You can write on the unity, on the UNITY, on the unity, and then you have to set preposition by, by, because subject is personal, so you have to set by, and you have to write subject as object. Here subject the by sign is CHINESE, Chinese. Dear students, this sentence has been passive. You can change into passive by using this formula according to the rules of voice sense. Going to next step. Question B. The parks are crowded, negative. The parks are crowded, negative. Dear students, if you find subject plus auxiliary verb, while changing into negative, you have to set negative word not after auxiliary verb. First, you have to write subject and verb. The parks, PARKS, the parks, ARERNOT, not, and then you have to set keyword. Instead of, you have to set antonyms instead of keyword. Crowded, antonyms empty. Isolate, you can write empty or isolate. EMPTY, Going to next step, question C. There are lots of clean parks in the cities. There are lots of clean parks in the cities. Compound. Question: is the sentence simple or complex? Exactly, my dear students, this sentence is simple because one subject, one finite verb in this sentence. So while changing into compound, you have you have to come, and if you find this formula adjective plus noun, the students notice clean parts, adjective here, adjective clean and parts noun. So if you find this formula adjective plus noun, you have to come and in the compound sentence. Firstly, you have to write there are lots of parts. Being silent, being kept, having kept silent, clean, the word clean. T-A-C-R-E, there, A-R-E-R, L-O-T-S, lots of, P-A-R-K-S, parts, in the C-I-T-I-E-S, and then you have to set and, A-N-D, and then you have to bring subject, you have to set subject here. Notice carefully, clean parts, this subject to plural, so you have to bring subject they, T-A-C-Y, they, and then you have to set the verb. The students, according to the principal clause, are, according to the sentence tense, are, here are, am is are, so you have to set are, A-R-E-R, and then you have to write adjective. You have to write adjective, C-L-E-A-N, clean. Dear students, this sentence has been changed into compound by using this formula, by using this grammatical rules. You can change into compound, simple to compound. The students, there are lots of parks in the cities and they are clean. Question D. In the evening, many families. In the evening, many families watch television and spend their free time. Simple. In the evening, many families watch television and spend their free time. Dear students, question: is the sentence compound or complex? You have guessed, this sentence is compound because there is a conjunction of compound and. The students, and notice two subject and two finite verb, principal verb in this sentence. So if you find this structure while changing into simple, you have to come B1 plus ing. You have to come B1 plus ing. Dear students, firstly you have to write washing. Here verb was, and you have to add ing at the end of the verb was, watching, W A T C H signs watching television, watching television, 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 in the, and then you have to write in the evening, in the evening, this time close, time phrase, you have to write lastly, evening, evening, and then you have to set comma, and then you have to write subject after, instead of and, after and, your subject many families, MANYFAMILIES, many families, and then you have to write next part of this clause, spend their free time. This is principal clause. You have to write principal clause, spend their free time. SPEND, spend, TACIR, their, FRW, free, TIME, time. Watching television in the evening, many families spend their time. The students, this sentence has been simple. You can change into compound to simple by using this formula. Question E, life becomes dull without recreation. Complex. Question, is this sentence simple or compound? The students, notice carefully, one subject, one finite verb in this sentence. So this sentence is simple sentence. And notice, without plus noun, if you find this formula, this is a formula of simple sentence. So if you find this formula without plus recreation, without plus noun, you have to come. You have to come E plus negative. You have to come E plus negative while changing into complex. First, you have to write principal clause LIFE, like, BECOMES, comes, DULL, and then you have to write if, if, according to the rules of complex, if plus negative, according to the rules of complex, if, you have to write if, and then you have to set subject. The students, notice subject life, so you have to set it, you have to use it as subject in this clause, it, and then you have to write have, has, had, as it denotes the meaning having, gone, having. So you have to set have, has, had, according to the principal clause. Here principal clause is present tense, so you have to set has, has, and then you have to set no, n or no, if plus negative, if it has no recreation. As the word is noun, so you have to set no. recreation. Life becomes dull if it has no recreation. Life becomes dull if it has no recreation. The students, this sentence has been changed into complex. By using this formula, you have to change simple to complex. My dear students, if you benefited in my lecture, you will subscribe my channel and share and like. If you are benefited, so you should subscribe my channel to get another students, another viewers, another friends. Thank you very much. See you next time with a new video.